of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Right to the air is Rodgers.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time Rodgers will throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Motion man is Schwartz.
Rodgers now to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And now they'll audible to something else.
Now the 1st carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they lose yardage here, back at the 47. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
In motion, the tight end. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26. Jump out. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he's caught. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Here we go, start. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Cunningham. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown Raiders. A big play there. 89 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
30. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Rodgers. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Snap comes at 1.
Throw out wide is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense,
Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
He finds Wilson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
2nd and 5.
Get 300. Get 300. Jump out.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Third and 20.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Cup 19. Warriors 70.
Cunningham to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Zerline now for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jets 28, Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
7 Pirates.
Now Cunningham.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it, it's Mitchell. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
79 Broncos.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Tempo. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A loss of 11.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Cunningham from the gun.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Mustang 19.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Raiders 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Come on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, smash.
Slot man moves right.
Ready.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Dragon 60. Go.
Cunningham looking to throw. Just keeping the play alive. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down, and it's scooped up by the Jets. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And quickly they get to the line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Big Lion. Go street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
3rd and 19.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
In motion right goes Allen.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Motion man is Schwartz. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Wilson with it, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Hey, 88.
And the Jets first down.
630. 26. Hey, where y'all going?
Now this time Rodgers will throw.
Going right back to Wilson.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, this.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Jumbo! Get 300! Get 300! Hey, 88! Back to north. Easy.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape. with a 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Jets 49, Raiders 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Rodgers on 1st and 10.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and goal, Jets.
Now Rodgers going to run the draw.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
And now an audible here into something else.
6:30. 26. Inside.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jets extend their lead yet again.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Jets 56, Raiders 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
79 Broncos.
Cunningham.
That is caught into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. Down the left sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Dragon 60.
Now Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now Cunningham. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late, and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Cunningham to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.